I'm out here in Cornwall at the grand reopening of the Lebanon Valley Rail Trail at the Root Beer Barrel. It's a pretty amazing place, and a lot of people are here today taking advantage of the sunshine. They have all kinds of displays set up. You can buy whoopie pies. They have the ones that are peanut butter filled or vanilla. They have sticky buns with either pecans or walnuts on. You could buy $1 tickets to win these two bicycles right here. One's a man's, one's a woman. You get to choose which one you want to jump into. And there's displays, of course, at the rail trail. And down here there is a museum piece that you can check out. It's really cool. And here we have a very active volunteer with the rail trail. This is Jay. Jay, tell everybody who you are officially for the rail trail.
All right, well, good morning. I'm Jay Greene, a longtime board member here with Lebanon Valley Rail Trails, and we're glad to be out here today for kind of a grand opening, a re-grand opening rather, for the Root Beer Barrel. It was closed, of course, for the last year because of COVID, and we decided to have a little event this year. And lo and behold, we suddenly realized that this is our 25th year. So we thought we had to do a little something for the opening for today.
And who designed the wonderful decal on your banner?
Well, our friends at Level 11 designed this decal and, of course, my t-shirt. And also, we have a new website now. We just launched LVRT.com. And Level 11 has been instrumental in helping us get that website back on. We had a website. It was really outdated. And we've been working on it for a while. So now we have a new website up. It really just went live, I think, just a week or so ago.
Okay, that is wonderful. So how long out of these 25 years have you been active with the rail trail?
I joined, I believe it was 1999, my 21st year.
Okay, all right. So you're with the rail trail almost as long as I'm with the water trail. And we actually partner out there on the northern end, running side by side. The trail runs along the Swatara Creek. And so I promote the rail trail every chance I get. I hope you're promoting the water trail too.
Well, absolutely. Well, of course, the county has so many incredible resources here. Some folks don't even realize the things we actually do have here. And you're absolutely right. Watershed, and of course the trail continues to grow. We're making our way north. We opened up a section right around Boscov's Mall about a year or so ago, and our goal is to hopefully within the next 10 years, hopefully less, we'll make our way all the way out to Jonestown, and we'll have one continuous trail.
Yeah, there is the Swatara the Swatara State Park has a finished trail section through their boundaries or property, and we're hooking up to that. And just before you get there, we just finished All Wine's land that was donated. I talked to Chuck about getting that, and there's now All Wine Pocket Park out there, and there's the old iron bridges there, and people can explore that. But one of the other features that is open there in Bunker Hill was the original Lebanon to Tremont Railroad Bridge, and that is restored in just a fantastic piece that we were able to incorporate.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, that's really neat. That's a neat piece now for the county.
Yeah, we are just going gangbusters, and of course the other one that opened recently is there from 25th Street out to Long Lane, and that's very special too. There's a Union Canal lock that you can walk down to and explore. So, and farm fields to see, and cows and crops and all that sort of thing. So each piece has a unique feature.
It really does, and as the trail moves along, right now there's roughly 15 miles of contiguous trail, and of course with kind of a couple missing linker sections, going towards Jonestown. Hopefully at the very end here we'll have in excess of 20 miles. And then you add on the southern Lancaster County piece, and you'll have almost 25 miles for biking just one way.
Right, we don't want to ignore featuring Mount Gretna with the Jigger Shop. You can stop for ice cream on one end, and now it's down on the south end. Let me just think, Jonestown just reopened an ice cream parlor. It's called Frostbites, right there where the rail trail and the Swatara Water Trail come together at the Swatara Creek. And It's just great to be able to stop and get refreshed when you're out hiking or paddling on the water. And then, I don't know, there's probably additional features, but those are the ones that pop in my mind right now. Food is always popular. So we can't forget to highlight the businesses that are along the rail trail.
Yeah, we've had a lot of support over the years with many businesses that are close to the trail, help us out, whether it's through donations or volunteering. And volunteering, that's actually a good point. We're growing our volunteer base. We've really been trying to reach out to folks because as the trail grows and goes north, we need more people.
Absolutely.
I mean, we have a terrific volunteer base that comes out on a moment's notice sometimes, like the tree falls down, or there's an issue, and I just can't say enough about all those volunteers that we have. Quite frankly, the volunteers is really what helps to manage this trail.
Sure.
Without the volunteers, it would really be impossible to keep it as nice as it is. So that's one of the things, one of these events we try to do is maybe garner, get a few more people interested and want to become a part of the group. There's plenty of things to do. My role over the years, most of the time, has been PR and doing events like this, which I really love doing. It's good to see lots of people come out. It's good to see new faces. It's good to just talk to people about the trail and answer questions.
Sure. I know our women's club donated a nice donation a year or two ago, so that was part of some of the fundraising you did. You came out. And so we also have a lot of things going on with the volunteers in the northern end. I had a fella contact me, a neighbor to the rail trail, to Allwine Park that it joins, and he's willing to help with maintenance there. So people keep calling, and I refer them to John Fitzke, who's the county. He writes grants and makes sure that there's PennDOT funds available for the trail and things like that, and DCNR. So then John brings them into the commissioners for approval, and it's really a big team effort. We all work together to get it done.
I couldn't agree more. There's quite a few people that are part of this organization now, and many more of the fringes that all help make it what it is and what it's become.
Yeah, well, we've had some people watching live, so is there anything I forgot to ask you that you want to say?
I don't think so. I mean, thanks for coming out today, Joellen. We really appreciate it. And we're going to be here at about 4 o'clock. And basically today, anybody who buys a raffle ticket for our bikes, we have free root. We're just going to give it to you, and it's cold tapped right out of the keg. And in my opinion, that's the best root beer that there is.
Okay, look at this. I see the legend, Hershey Bear. He probably can't hear me, but I'm going to go track him down.
Another volunteer. You can talk to Mr. Bear about all the cutting of grass he does.
I know. Hey, Hershey, come on over here. Do you mind talking a little bit on live video before we cut out? We have Jay, but no, come on over here. We want to talk to you too. How many hours do you put in mowing grass in a week?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe 4 or 5. Plus, I usually do all the rail fences. And there's always something to do.
How long have you been doing this, Hershey?
I don't know, about 10, 12 years, I think.
Well, all I know is I have seen you out on the trail numerous times, and you are the hardest worker.
Oh, I don't know.
Yes, you are. Well, we're just so fortunate.
That a lot of them have helmets on, sunglasses. I don't recognize who you are unless they stop and tell me.
So they should tell you who they are when they're passing those comments on. Is that it?
I don't know. I met a couple or two this week that stopped, took their helmets off, their sunglasses off. Then I knew who you were.
Okay. Now, do you just have one tractor, or do you have multiple tractors?
We have 3. We have one here, we have one back north of Lebanon, north of the mall, 25th Street, and we have one in the Colebrook area.
Okay, so theoretically, you could put 2 additional apprentices to work and teach them how to mow the grass.
Well, I don't mow back at 25th Street anymore.
Okay.
I do take one back to Jonestown sometimes and do that back there, but we have a tractor at Colebrook, and we have another fellow that knows that area.
Okay, well, that's right next to my place, but I've had my grass mowing days I just sold my lot. I mowed over an acre, like an acre and a half ever since the fire. And look at this. We have the president.
So your timing is
He
great.
finally shows up. You're a little late here.
Keep going. No.
John, no.
Whatever he told you, he does twice as much as that.
Well, that's what I asked. I said, how many hours a week are you out on the trail mowing grass? He said 4 or 5. Yeah, it's probably like 10 or 20. Yeah.
Good guys here.
So, John, do you have any words of wisdom for us?
Well, it's great to be here. Barrel reopening.
Hold on. This is your buddy, isn't he?
Henry Wengert.
Yeah. There you go.
You're on
Hi, guy.
YouTube,
Well, actually, it's Facebook Live.
Facebook Live.
Yeah.
People better.
Well, we had to get him in here.
You know the YouTube videos we were watching the other night? This is County Commissioner Joel.
Oh, from when you brought the root beer barrel
We
in.
were just watching a whole bunch
Yeah.
of meetings and stuff.
I was here when it was brought in, and you asked me to come out and do a live, a video, and
That one's on there when you search it.
that lives on.
But anyway, Jay did a great job pulling this together for the reopening. We had a big crowd right off the bat. Perfect day. Look forward to getting everybody out here again.
And just this week, you were at the commissioners' meeting via Zoom, and we approved a co-use agreement with the city for a $650,000 DCNR grant. So that's going to be pretty exciting to make Wengert Memorial Park in honor of your dad.
Right. Yeah. The first time we didn't succeed, but the second time I think we have a pretty good shot. And we have all the local match lined up now, and things are all pointing in the right direction for expanding the trail through that park. It's going to be a trail phase 6A, and then on both sides of that section of the trail will be the pocket park. In memory of my dad, Henry's grandpa, and
Hey, Henry.
so that'll be pretty exciting for the city.
Yeah, and it's going to go down to 23rd Street or better and hook up with Cloninger Meadows Park. And then it's going to brand new road, cross over 422, go through the Lebanon Valley Mall, and hook up to the 25th Street Trail that runs out to Long Lane.
Right, connect all those missing pieces. And
Yeah.
be able to get pretty far from Elizabethtown and Lancaster County on their section of the trail all the way up to Swatara State Park eventually.
Yeah. Juggling a lot of balls, but it's still happening.
It's a lot of work, but we have a good team, and we just had our 25th annual meeting. That's what we're trying to recognize today is the 25th anniversary of LVRT.
Sure.
And
And-
a lot of those people, those board members and officers, have been in those positions since then. So we sit there and commiserate about that.
Hey, I know the feeling with the water trail, believe me, but I got some young talent coming on, and they're going to do gangbusters. They're just terrific. And every chance we get, we promote the rail trail with it. And hopefully you guys will incorporate any maps you print or anything, will incorporate the Swatara Water Trail, because we are parallel out there within feet of each other.
Yeah, there's a lot of
On the north end. And anyhow, any next map printing, we're going to definitely include the entire rail trail, and a little reciprocity, or maybe we can go together and print one sometime. But ours does start in Schuylkill County and goes down to Middletown, so we have a segment that parallels the rail trail.
Yeah, these interconnections start to get pretty amazing when you talk about all the recreational opportunities out here with Governor Dick right next to the trail, and the Hershey Trail crossing over the trail, the Appalachian Trail crossing over the trail up in the north.
Absolutely.
Even here, there's, I think about sometimes,
The Jigger Shop.
there's a spur
Extension,
line up here
yeah.
that goes up to over the hill right behind you, that actually terminates at Camp Shan, which is now
A county park.
Park.
Yeah.
So that's a possibility. You got a little spur right over here going back to Cornwall Furnace.
And Cornwall Manor it hooks up to. Well, all I know is we have a really great network, and Lori Yike at DCNR looks for those connections of other trails. The more of those we have, the better chance we have of getting grants. And of course, it's a matter of everyone cooperating, the city, the county, the rail trail, the volunteers, all working together, and those are all things they look for when they award the grants.
Yeah, that's true. And Lori's been a great friend of ours. She's actually been working with us more than 25 years.
Yep.
Because she was involved in the feasibility study for the first section, so that actually predates 96 by a couple of years.
Yeah.
She's been working with us for quite some time, and it's been a great source of funding over the years.
Yeah, and I was just thinking, as a county commissioner, I've probably been involved most of the time as well, because we have to facilitate those grants.
Right.
At any rate, been a pleasure talking with you.
Likewise. Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Oh no, always a pleasure, and I'm glad we caught all the main players here. We got Jay and Hershey Bear and you. Wow, that was great.
Yeah, and a couple people couldn't be here today. Todd Dissinger, of course, is a
Treasure.
treasurer and a long time. He and I have been working on it together since the beginning. They're actually on a ride on the C&O Canal
Oh,
with Mike Dissinger, who's our board member at LVRT.
Dairy Queen guy.
No,
Different Mike.
Dissinger. You're thinking of
Oh.
Ditzler.
Ah,
This is Dissinger.
yes, you're right. I mixed the two.
Mike Ditzler's a friend of ours too.
There you
Pretty
go.
much everybody's a friend of ours.
Alrighty. Well, you have a lovely day and good luck with everything today. I'm going to just stop with a little bit of a thing on a historical thing over here.
Thanks, Joelle.
Thank you. Hello again. Good to see you. I see you have all these kinds of things here. So, do you have a railroad jack?
No, I don't.
I have a railroad jack. I do. I wanted to let you know that in case you're ever interested.
Okay.
All right?
Yes.
It's big and heavy, though, to lug around. These are mostly smaller
There's
things.
a lot of things. I mean, that's about as big as we get the railroad.
I see.
Full size.
Yeah. Well, this is great. We just interviewed John and Jay and Hershey Bear. We had to finish up with you. Tell everybody who you are.
Hi, my name is Ben Rodriguez, and I work with the Lebanon Valley Rail Trail.
And you do the history end
I
of
do
it.
the history for the trail. I set this up on weekends when the weather suits.
All right. And you have a nice pavilion to put it under. So this is great.
This is an Eagle Scout project, and really appreciate it.
We like Eagle Scouts.
Yes. Quite a bit along the trail.
Yep. Well, hey, thanks so much for talking with us.
Thank you, Joanne. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.